For my presentation, I decided to focus on MacArthur's warblers, a study of ecological niches. So what exactly is a niche in ecological terms? According to Fath, a niche is a characterization of a given species that compromises both the habitual requirements and the functional role of a species. In other words, the niche of a species involves its surroundings, like the land the species lives on, and its relationship with surrounding species. Because the things that go into a niche are vital for the survival of a species, niches themselves are also vital for the survival of a species, as they determine how a species can survive in a given area. Considering the importance of a niche for each species to survive, what happens when two species who share the same environment also share a niche? The competitive exclusion principle, also called Gauss's law, states that two species that have the same niche cannot coexist, as competition between the two species will sprout and one will eventually die out if one of the two species doesn't A, find a new unique niche, or B, rehabilitate. Robert MacArthur, an ecologist completing his doctoral dissertation, set out to analyze the niches of 5 species of warblers, more commonly known as songbirds. Prior to his analysis, it was believed that these species, despite sharing a habitat, also shared a niche. This would imply that they competed for the same resources, and thus one of the species would eventually die out. To analyze the niches of each species of warbler, MacArthur firstly focused on where the birds like to reside in the trees in their habitats. As shown in the image, there is very little overlap between each species. Additionally, MacArthur observed how each species foraged or searched for food and where they did so, and again, there was very little overlap. This implies that these species actually do not share a niche as it was previously thought. Pictured is one of the graphs found in MacArthur's own report of his study on niches in warbler species. His study finds that there is a positive relationship between the diversity in the foliage the birds can feed on and the amount of birds in each species. This supports the idea that species can coexist if there is no competition between resources among said species. Here are all the works I cited to complete this presentation.